We just launched a new sunglass collection based off of or inspired by the Eras tour, and I'm going to take you through it right now. It's called I'm All Eras, and I can't wait to show it to you. Starting with Fearless, I was very inspired by all the gold and the fringe that she wears during this era. So we've got a gold embellished rounded aviator with the 18 karat gold plated chain. And instead of crystals, which is what we traditionally do, this time we've done something a little bit different. And we have a tassel and a diamond pendant, really mimicking this vibe and this dress. And what could be better for a concert that goes from day to night than the ability to put the frames behind your neck when the sun goes down and turn this piece into another accessory. As you know, Speak Now Taylor's version came out today, and for this I was inspired by not only the original cover of the album, but also just the purple and the flowiness and femininity of these covers. So I wanted to kind of mirror that colorway. For this particular style, we did a collaboration with our friends over at Bohindi Stream that did the pendant piece, which is a flower and crystal that matches the frames. In the frames, you've got glitter, and this little kind of flower detail really reminds me of the dress that she wears on the Eras tour. So this is Speak Now, Taylor's version. For the red album, we chose the red hearts, obviously, with black chain and small red pendants. So we've just elevated this look so that we've got a lot going on. 1989 is her New York album. She's living in New York, and I took a lot of inspiration kind of from the feeling of what New York gives me, being born and raised in Manhattan myself, and a lot of her street style from that era, as well as the fact that she would tend to wear kind of more rectangular frames during the 1989 era. So if you can see on the sides of these silver rectangular glasses, they kind of have a side shield that reminds me of the buildings or the subway grates in New York City, kind of just that more gritty vibe. And then we've got black tourmaline, because girl need a little protection when she's living in New York, am I right? In 2018, I wanted to go to the Reputation tour with my son. He was 8 or 9 years old at the time. He loved Taylor. He'd never been to a concert before, and I was like, this is going to be our first concert together. It's going to be Taylor Swift, and I was so excited. But I couldn't afford the tickets. I was building this business, and I'm a single mom, and I just couldn't do it, and I was crushed. And then what happened? I received a picture from my ex-husband, like a dagger through my heart, of him and our son at the Reputation tour. I think I cried for over an hour. I couldn't believe it. It was very vindictive that he took him. So I feel the flames and the snake, and that was a tough one. But here are our Reputation glasses. So we've done an aviator because I feel the most fierce in an aviator frame. I don't know about you, but I feel like very strong when I'm wearing aviators. We've paired it with our black chain, and then we have snake pendants with a little Swarovski red eye detail for you for Reputation. This bodysuit is insane, stunning, and all of the different pastel colors that she was wearing during her Lover era. So obviously I had to go with a light pink pastel heart with rose gold chain, which we don't often do rose gold, but it had to be, and rose quartz heart. If you know anything about rose quartz, it is the heartstone, it is the love stone. And so these are our Lover era glasses. And again, when you are done wearing them, you can just simply tie them and turn them into a necklace. I feel like Folklore changed my constitution. We were going through COVID, we were all locked down, and then this beautiful album that's just feminine and vulnerable and like raw, but like a complete genre shift comes out, and I was like, who is this woman? The lyrics, the feeling, it's unbelievable. One of my favorites. This dress by Alberto Ferretti is beautiful and inspired the Folklore pair of glasses I'm going to show you right now. I wanted something purple, and I wanted it to be feminine and light and magical and elegant. And so we've embellished the frame with this rose gold rose and a little Swarovski detail rose gold chain and a leaf pendant here with amethyst, so it kind of calls back the color in the frame. So this is Folklore. Just when I didn't think I could love you anymore, you come out with Evermore, and the first song on there is called Willow. For those of you that don't know, my business is called Willows. So how could this album not have a soft spot in my heart? So for Evermore, I was very inspired by this moss. I even have moss at the bottom of these trees that I use whenever we are selling our willows at events. So I was very inspired by the moss covered piano, very inspired by the Willow's cape that she wears, and this beautiful like mustard dress. So I wanted to kind of give a nod to all of those elements in this particular pair. Now, they're green and yellow, and they have this butterfly detail. I just had to add it just for a little bit of whimsy, but they are removable with a clasp, so you can detach them. And then they have almost like a mossy green druzy and this just fairy wing / leaf with little gold specks inside. So again, very forest, fairy, ethereal, and magical. And finally, we have Midnights, inspired by this little number right here. I went with a navy blue round frame with a little Swarovski crystal detail embellishment on each side, silver chain, because for me, Midnights is silver, not gold, and a blue agate stone with a little star charm on each side to kind of pick up the dress and the inspiration behind the album. And that is our new collection. It is available now. I'd love to know what your favorite is in the comments. I hope you love it as much as I love putting it together. And of course, the source of this inspiration is a freaking amazing talent. And it was not that hard to be inspired by her.